Good morning, everyone. It's Tammy, and I thought I would do a challenge that I had seen on YouTube from some other crafters, and they try to make 10 cards in 20 minutes. So I know I've done this before. I looked at my history and I was like, oh yeah, I've done this. But I don't know, I got the bug to try it again. And I thought that I would use a base of Whisper White, and then I would use Wisteria Wonder because I just love these two colors together. And then I have this Wisteria Wonder ribbon. I don't know what it's called. I'm looking to see. Chevron ribbon. And it's just really pretty ribbon. And then I thought I would use Wisteria Wonder ink. And then I have Garden Green and Pear Pizzazz for leaves. I tried different combinations of the Wisteria Wonder to see what I liked best, and actually Wisteria Wonder on Wisteria Wonder was the best combination in my opinion. And then I have these watercolor stamps that I'm going to be using, and we're going to create our own background. So this is going to be a lot of work for 20 minutes, and I know that some of the crafters that I've seen that do this prep all of their stuff first, so we're going to not even do that. We're going to just try to do it all in 20 minutes. I also have these punches out. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, but I thought that if I wanted to, I could cut out one of the little flowers and put it there. And then I also have sentiments that came in this set. This is a Painted Posies set. So we'll see. I don't know exactly what we're going to be using, but I knew that it sounded like fun. So let's go ahead and so if you guys have a timer, you can time me. I don't care. But let's go ahead and get started. And right now, according to my clock, it is 5:33. So let's go ahead and go. So 5:33 would be what? 20 minutes would be 53. And I'm just creating my own background paper. So to do this, I need to definitely go different directions. I was kind of stuck on one direction for a second, wasn't I? That's kind of funny since that's a group. I was stuck on one direction. I couldn't tell you anything that One Direction sings. I know that I've heard them, you know, obviously on the radio or whatever, and I know that they're very good. And I'm sure if I heard something, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's good. But I couldn't tell you off the top of my head one song that they sing. Okay, so there's one. I'm not done with the background stamp yet. I'm going to put some leaves in here. I'm just doing one color at a time. So when you're doing something like this, I think it's best to do assembly line style. I think that that makes things go a lot faster and you can get a lot done in a little bit of time. And you know, it's really not about how fast you can do it, but it's kind of fun to challenge yourself sometimes and to step outside your comfort zone and to see what you can do in 20 minutes. I know I do that even like with chores, because you know, let's face it, nobody likes to do cleaning the refrigerator or, you know, mopping the kitchen floor, but I challenge myself to see how quickly I can do it sometimes, and that just makes it easier and better for me. So I don't know if any of you guys are weirdos like me, but if you are, then you probably understand what I'm saying, just because it's kind of neat to, I mean, do I need to have 10 cards? Probably not. That's a really hard thing to say. Of course I don't need 10 cards. I have a million cards in my house, and I make a million cards. So do I need to do 10 cards in a hurry ever? No, but it's neat that I know that if I needed 10 cards in a hurry, I could do it. And I like to give cards as gifts. And I know I've said that before, but I really do. I think that women, especially, I don't know, maybe the over 40 crowd, and it could be any age, but I know I'm over 40, so I'm including myself. We appreciate things like that, and it seems like those kinds of things aren't given as much. And I think that sometimes as crafters, we feel like maybe our work isn't good enough to give away as a present. But let me tell you, I have given cards to the ladies at work for Christmas presents every year for the last probably at least 3 or 4 years, and they love it, and they talk about it. And sometimes I've even been given my own card back, and they've said, you know, I thought that this one, although I know you made it, it said you. So I thought that was really sweet. I work with one lady who is probably one of the sweetest, if not the sweetest woman I've ever met. I mean, she is just such a kind soul, and she loves it. I mean, she like goes on and on about how great it is and how much she uses them. And it used to be every time she used one, she would even tell me who she sent it to. And, you know, like I don't always make them the same, but this would be a great thing to do if you wanted to do like a themed gift and just give them, you know, this is making 10 cards in 20 minutes. You could give each one 5, and you'd have 2 sets of cards in 20 minutes to give to people. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, when she would when she would send them to someone, she would often tell me that she sent it. And then like when I gave them to her, she would go through and say, oh my gosh, this one is perfect for Uncle Bill, and this one is perfect for my cousin Sue, or whatever. And she would tell me a little bit about them, and it was really neat. So I enjoy gifting anyway. I think that's a fun thing to do. And I really enjoy gifting when the person is appreciative and when you can tell that they like it. It's hard to gift, at least for me, for people who don't seem to like it. Yeah, sometimes it's even hard, you know, like if they don't seem to appreciate the time or the energy that you spent into something, which is true with a lot of crafting things. Because, you know, this stuff takes time, and it does cost money. Not as much as it would if I were buying Hallmark cards for everyone. But in my opinion, these are better than Hallmark cards. Now, Hallmark cards have their place, don't get me wrong. I purchase cards still occasionally too, but yeah, I'm not very good at making sympathy cards. Although you could turn this card probably even into a sympathy card now that I'm looking at it. It's hard for me to make those. So if I need a sympathy card, I will often either send a generic, like what card like this, or I will purchase a sympathy card. But honestly, that's probably the only card that I do purchase. I don't purchase a lot of cards. Now, I was thinking of going in with these, with this second stamp, but I don't really think it's necessary. I think I'll be fine without it, and it's going to save me a little bit of time. So then let's see if I did just the outline of the leaves, or should I do this part. I think I'll do this part. And I think I'll just use, so I'm cutting my stamping time down a little bit and these don't have to be anywhere near the actual flower. It just has to be on the page, and you know, it will look like, oh, the leaves were there, or you know, it'd be like a little background of green. I might use the other leaf on another page and see how that looks. So I am clinical by nature. Like I went to school. My degree is in nuclear medicine technologies, and I love like the body and all of that, and I think it's so interesting. And this looks totally like a thyroid gland to me. So it's kind of bugging me. That's why I'm going to switch to this one and see if I like this better. So I had to tell you that in case you were wondering why I am switching. I mean, nothing is wrong with your thyroid gland, but well, I hope nothing is wrong with your thyroid gland, but I don't know. When I look at something, I don't want to have to think, oh, there's a thyroid gland. So on this one I did put a leaf with every flower. Kind of cute. And you know what I'm just now thinking? This is kind of funny because woo, easy for me to say. I didn't have to stamp as much as I'm stamping because this is the whole card. So I am stamping the back of the card as well. But that's okay. I already started and I'm doing it, so I'm committed. I even think it's cool when the leaves go different directions on the actual tree, on the plant. My arm is getting using muscles I'm not used to using. How'd you hurt yourself? Oh, I'm stamping. It's a stamping catastrophe. So we've been doing this for about 10 minutes already, so I need to speed this up, don't I? I'm talking too much. Alright. It's going to take me 10 minutes to tie bows into the ribbon, so I need to hurry this process up. All right, there we go. And I still want the card to look obviously cute. I don't want it to look like, you know, I made it in a hurry or anything. All right, so now I'm going to trim and cut, or not trim, but score and cut. So I'm going to the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Four 1/4. Oops. I guess we'll do that one this way. By 5 1/2. Four 1/4. All right, it's been 10 minutes. 5 1/2. Can we do it? Yes, we can. So the products that I'm using are Stampin' Up! Products, but some of them are retired. But if you guys are interested in anything Stampin' Up!, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I would love to earn your business. My information can be found down below. And I have been crafting for as long as I can remember. I have been doing Stampin' Up! For over a year now. Almost 2 years, actually, I think. I don't even remember when I started, but I started mostly because I wanted to get the discount, which, you know, is a great reason to start, really. And they were having a great sale, not sale, but a great deal, I guess, if you wanted to sign up. So I thought, ooh, I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to cut these at 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to do a total of 10 of them. And this is going to be a layer piece for us. And I've watched other people do these, and I know that they come to the table with things already prepped. And I get it, because I've heard the explanation is like if you're watching a cooking show, they will come to the table with things already prepped and ready to go for the cooking show. They'll have things all measured out and put out for you, and like Rachel Ray, if you're watching her 30-minute, which is probably not even on the air anymore, but I used to watch that a lot, for 30-minute meals. And I get that, I do, but I think that as a crafter too, sometimes I just need to know how long does it take from start to finish. And the prep work, honestly, lots of times is the hardest part. 4 by 5 1/4. And, you know, it takes a little longer to actually have to talk about it and explain it to you guys too, so you have to give a little bit of credit for that. If somebody is, like if this takes a little longer than 20 minutes, some of it is due to the fact that I am chatting and teaching as I'm going, or at least telling you what I'm doing and all of that jazz. I guess it's teaching, I should say. I shouldn't falter on that word. I was going, oh, I don't know. Can I consider this teaching? But sure, it's teaching. I think we've hit the 15-minute mark, or close to. So 4 1/4. Oh, whoops. See, now I'm being goofy. 4 and 4. I don't even mean to be goofy. I was just not doing what I needed to do. 4 by 5 1/4. And 4 by 5 1/4. And this is the last of the paper. So the only thing I did do prior was count out the paper. And so I'm counting on my counts to be right. I haven't recounted. I have a fuzz. I'm just going to move these over on the stamp pad. So I'm just scoring each one of these, or crisping up the edges, burnishing each one of these so it's ready for my card front. And I know that I do have enough tape in here, but that's another thing that sometimes will get you if you're not careful. It's kind of like making sure you have a full tank of gas before you're in a hurry to get somewhere. If you have to stop for gas, you're going to slow it down. And if I have to stop to load my tape, I'm going to slow it down. I think these are cute. But I do like to assembly line it and do one thing at a time, for sure. I think that that does help speed things up. So I only have like 5 minutes left. Oh gosh, and I could actually, I'm not done with these. I need to cut these in half. So these are 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, so I need 2 5/18, I guess it is. 2 5/16. 2, and then the little line past the halfway mark. And I'm trying to hurry. I hadn't even made a prep card, which is also not a smart thing to do. I should have made a prep card so I knew what I was going for and I could pay attention to that, but I didn't do that. So, and I don't even know if I have too many cards now, because I don't know if I was thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Isn't it 10 and 20? 16. I don't know. I think it's 10 and 20, so I should have enough here. How many cards did I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 and 20. Okay, so this has got to stop being crazy. All right, so I'm just going to cut this. I'm trying to work quickly. So let's see. One. All right, great job, scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it. It's almost, I think it's like a minute till. So let's just keep on going and we'll see how long it takes me to do my thing. And I'm just gonna tie knots. 1. But we're getting there. 2. So the 20 minutes is up. Darn it. I didn't make it from start to finish, but that's okay. I'm wondering what I should label this card. 12 and 30. We'll see if we can get that going. I do like the 20-minute idea just because 20 minutes doesn't seem like it's too long. I guess 30 minutes doesn't either, but sometimes. And I would say that my average for a card is probably close to 30 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess doing 12 in that same amount of time is still pretty good. 6. Have to get your fingers to work. 7. 8. And it also matters how simple you're making the card or how complicated. 9. 3 more. And this one isn't too complicated. 10. The complication was the added cards. That was crazy. And I remember why I got out an extra piece of Whisper White. It was in case I wanted to do the punches. I'd have the punches. But with the Wisteria Wonder, I kind of think I just screwed that up. I was thinking a whole sheet of that. I was thinking 4 per sheet. I was thinking like a full layer instead of 8 per sheet. Okay, I think that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So now what we're going to do, goodness gracious. take the ribbon and I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on both ends of the ribbon. Maybe I'll just do 6 at a time. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'll stop there. And then we'll go ahead and make one card. So I'm just going to take this and fold it over and kind of make it fold onto itself. But I don't want it to be seen from the front, so I'm making sure that if I have to fold it onto itself that I fold it down a little bit. Like that, so it's going to look like this on the front. Maybe not straight, but so I'll probably do all of these and then I will show you, but I wanted to get one done so we could see it. So this one opens that way, so we'll just do this like that, and then we'll put the ribbon on here. So let me just go ahead and get all of these done. And I'm just laying this on here. And the chevron actually shows you about where halfway is. That's kind of cool. I can just do it halfway. I don't know if I put enough adhesive on that end. Do. One more of these. And I think I'm going to change it up a little bit. So I have all of those. And then I need these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so I think what I'm going to do for this one is just put my strip on each edge, or put a strip on each edge. That's not right. I'm putting a strip of tape on the edge of each one, but just one at a time. And then I'll go back and put more tape, obviously, to hold it to the card. And then I'm just going to take the ribbon and bring the ribbon to the, that seems to work a little faster. So this is totally not 20 minutes. It's more like 30 minutes. So 12 and 30. I guess, I mean, that's still not bad. Especially since we made our own background paper. There are things that we could definitely do to cut out time. I could have used just background paper that was already made. I'm thinking of all the things I could do. Okay, well, next time I won't do this and I won't do that. It'll make it a lot faster. But again, it's not the timing that really is important. 1, 2. And I wanted to use this particular ribbon, but it's not the best choice for stuff like this, in my opinion. I don't really like how it like folds in like that, unless you have like a total layer to wrap it around. It doesn't particularly like to be wrapped because it's thicker ribbon. I hear one of my pussycats. Probably Fuzzy telling me that he wants to eat, even though I just fed them like a half hour ago. That is his story all the time. We say he's a fibber. He likes to tell us that he didn't eat when he did eat. We're silly. We make our cats talk to us and our dogs, our animals. I know we're not the only ones, but it's kind of funny. Well, they do talk to us, really. I mean, you know, and you just kind of wonder what they're saying. And so you think about what you think they'd be saying, and that's what we say. I have two here. Oops. Yikes. I could have cut down on the background stamping a lot. So that was another thing I would do differently if I were to do it again. And I don't know if I will or not. Oh, but this might be cute. Oh, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so let's put a bow on each one of these. So I have my glue dots. I don't even know if I have enough glue dots anymore. Well, not a bow, but a knot on each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I am going to call this 12 in 30 because I think that we did hit the 30-minute mark. I think right now is 30 minutes. Actually 31 minutes right now, but yay. I think that it's a cute little card, and you can have it go this way or this way, and yeah, it's a cute card. I think that these are definitely ones that I will use as gift cards, and I think they're awesome. So thanks for watching, guys, and I challenge you to do something a little different and step outside your comfort zone. So thanks so much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.